Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle it.
Here's Carr to throw, and he completes it to Wilson. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true number 1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man, it's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Cameron Jordan is another one of those versatile defensive linemen that you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Marcus Sherrills deep for the Saints. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 18 yards there, the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Brees. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense.
On play action, it's Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
We own it. We own it.
Brees now. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Brees going to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Brees going to come up here, first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Brings up third and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Watch the screen. Pass.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. He's certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st first down. Richard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. Caught left side, Williams.
Complete to Tyrell Williams. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Now Breeze wants the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Vontez Perfect, the one to get him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Lutz's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr. pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. David Onyemata able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Card out a throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cleveland Farrell, his 2nd sack of the night. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on 1st down, Breeze, and complete right side to Cook. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Gets past one man. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking from the gun, it's Carr. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 12. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. To throw again on second down. Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Wilson snags it left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, 44 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield. And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving. Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right? In that case, he left me a long time ago. Come on now. Trust me. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives? So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done. Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Breeze now on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but Only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on second down, Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Ready? Yellow lady. 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Or he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
All day, every day.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. The busy night continues for Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Breeze. Pass incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze now. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 25 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. It's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on second down. Carr over the middle here to Wilson. yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Sherrills to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On 1st down, Richard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The throw complete here to Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the same 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Saints on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze again. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Ready. 95-56.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Breeze to throw again. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Right there. 54 Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 16-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders have recovered. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across. Claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Richard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Returnable for Sherrills. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Breeze now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Breeze. And it's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Gotta give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when
and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
47 to Mike, boy, 47.
Now a play fake. Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Cameron Jordan make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Look at the dance and the juke! Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All run runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, touch.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.